Hi soulmates, you're welcome to my channel. My name is TECLAR and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how I was able to achieve this beautiful dress on your screen. The one on the right is the inspiration and the one on the left is my own recreation. So join me and let's make this dress. If this is your first time coming to this channel, go ahead now to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and if this is your first time coming to this channel, go ahead now to hit that subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be the first person to know anytime I upload a new tutorial. This tutorial is quite an easy one. So for this tutorial, I'll be using this crepe fabric and it is about 2 yards. It is actually a thick crepe. And then this is my chantilly lace. It is not a soft lace, it is hard and it is 1 yard. And then I also have my lining. This is like a satin lining and it is 2 yards as well. Then also, I have my peplum stay. Please mind you, this is not a paper gum. This is a peplum stay. You know, just like Steve neck and all of that. And it is 1.5 yard. And you can see how strong it is. Even if you wash it, it will still remain like this. Then you can also see my boning. This is my 1/2 inch sewable bone, which we'll also be using on the dress. This is my stock zip. I didn't use invisible zip for this dress, and my hemming gum. So first things first, let's draft out the pattern. So I've gone ahead to mark my vertical measurement just to speed up this video a little. You can see my shoulder to my chest line, my shoulder to my bust point, my shoulder to my waist, and then my shoulder to my under bust as well. So for the neckline of this dress, I'll be using 3 by 3, which is like the standard neck measurement, even though it has a turtleneck. But that does not mean that you are going to maybe use something that is less than 3. So use 3 by 3, it will work for you so that the turtleneck does not choke you or something like that. And on the shoulder part, I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. My nipple to nipple divided by 2 is 4. My bust span is 8, which is 4 divided by 2. I marked it on my bust point and on my waist, and then I went ahead to connect it together. For this particular dress, we are using the Bustier method. So for my under bust tightening, I took 1 inch on my under bust and on my waist, which is on both sides of my pattern. As you can see, I took out 1 inch, and then I am going to go ahead to now curve it to my bust point, right? Can you see that? So I am just curving it back to my bust point. And on the up part as well, we are still going to do our over bust tightening. So by this way, my under bust darts and under bust tightening is out. So, in order to determine where we are going to do our over bust tightening, I am going to check how I want the dress to be. You will notice from that dress that the yoke part came down a little. Her cleavage is showing a little bit. So, I'm also going to take note of that as well. So, right now, I am going to come up from my bust point by, you can decide to come up by 2.5 or by 3. If you do anything higher than 3, just know that your cleavage is not going to show. It will be more covered. So for me, I decided to come up by 2.5 inches above my bust point. Can you see that? And then I am going to connect that with a straight line. And this is where we are going to do our over bust tightening. And I now went ahead to extend my nipple to nipple line so that we can be able to take out our darts. On that particular point, I now took out 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch. Please kindly note, it's not up to 1 inch. So I just took that out on both sides. You would also notice the way I am mirroring my ruler so that the curves can align. So you can see that this bustier part is out. Can you see that? Now this is fine and okay. Then on my bust point, I am going to impute my bust, round bust divided by 4, which is 10 inches. I'm also going to do the same thing on my chest line And on my waist, I am going to impute my round waist divided by 4, right? And then I'm going to add back the 2 inches allowance that I took for my dart. You know, the 2 inches allowance that we took out for the dart, I also added it back. And then on my underbust, I also did the same thing and also added the 2 inches darts out. So I will now go ahead to connect. So guys, if this is your first time coming to this channel, I will urge you to subscribe. We have so many amazing tutorials on this channel. And you know how YouTube is. If you do not subscribe, you might not even get to see our channel again. So go ahead now to hit that subscribe button. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being on my channel. I hope your weight is worth the while. I hope you are getting all the value that you need. And I will urge you to like this video so that YouTube can get to suggest it to other tailors like you. So hit that thumbs up right away. Thank you very much for doing that. So on the place that I took my armhole curve, I came down by 1/2 inch. The reason why I like doing it like this is that I like being able to have allowance that I use to stitch my yoke to my dress. Remember that this dress has a yoke, right? So, and I now came down by 1/2 inch, connected it to one dart leg on the side. And then on the other side of the dart leg, it is just going to be straight because that part is also straight on the dress, on our style inspiration. Then on my bust point, I am now going to come down by 1.5 inches for my bust point dart. Yes, so this dress actually has a bust point dart on the front so that I can be able to align very well. And I went ahead to shade that out just like you can see. And I'm just going to go ahead to now open up my dart so that I can close up my bust point dart. And after closing it up, I also went ahead to straighten the line. And right now, I am now cutting out my pattern so that you can see exactly what we have. So you can see that our front pattern is ready. So right now, let's dive into the back pattern, okay? So for my back pattern, I just went ahead to do a little adjustment so that we can start right away. So for my back pattern, I am first going to take out my zipper allowance. I also think the dress on the style inspo is actually a corset dress, just in case you want to make yours as a corset dress. But for me, I want to add zip to mine, which is why I am adding this zipper allowance. We have so many corset tutorials on the channel that you can check out, or you can just eliminate the zipper allowance and come in by extra 2 inches again and take that all out so that I can be able to add the rope to yours. Then at this point, I am trying to get my shoulder measurement and my chest line as well. Remember that the shoulder I am working with is actually 8 inches, is 16 divided by 2, which is 8. And then on that part as well, I marked my neckline, which is 3. And for the back, I came down by 1 inch for my neck depth. So that same 3 that I'm using for the front, I'm using it for the back as well so that it can be able to align. And then I am now going to go ahead to do my shoulder slope, which is 1 inch down. Then at this point, I am also going to determine my half length for the back. You know that the back half length is always shorter than the front half length. So from your under bust to your waistline to get your half length, you normally add 3 inches. But for the back, I added only 2 inches, right? And this is going to serve as my half length for the back, or my waist, or where I am going to impute my waist measurement. So now that we have that, we are now going to go ahead to take out our dart, our back dart. Yes, my dress actually has a dart at the back. So I divided my nipple to nipple by 2 as well. And I took out half inch on both sides. And I'm just going to go ahead to connect it to the tip on my bust point, just like you can see. And I am now going to shade that out. And by this way, our back dart is already out. Then on the bust point, I am going to impute my bust point measurement, which is my round bust divided by by 4, and then I did impute that down. I also did the same thing on my waist, my round waist divided by 4, and I added back the allowance that I took for the darts. Always remember to add back your allowance. On that place, we did over bust tightening on the front. We did not add back the darts. Some people do add it back, but for me, it adds so much excess allowance at the side parts. So that is why I don't used to add it back. Please recall back where we did over bust tightening on the front. Don't add it back because there's no bust there. So it will definitely align. Then at this point, I'm trying to determine the back yoke. Just the same way I did for the front, I also did it for the back so that it will align. And I now went ahead to come down by ½ inch on my armhole parts, and then I'm just going to go ahead to also connect it the same exact way on the front as well. So right now you can see that our back yoke is out. At this point, I was just trying to see if I can straighten my hand a little bit. And I then went ahead to now connect it to my zipper allowance, right? So this is my back yoke, as you can see. And then I now went ahead to extend my that leg all the way up to where I want my yoke to be, and I am just going to go ahead now to cut that out. Also notice that this back pattern do not have any bustier dart as well, so I'm going to cut that out now, and then I will show you what I have. Then for this particular pattern, I didn't want my pattern to be two. Like I didn't want to do a joining at the back pattern. So I literally just went ahead to close up the back pattern, right? So that it is going to be one fabric when I am cutting it out, right? So right now you can see what our back pattern looks like. On my zip allowance on the back, I came in by 1 inch at the waist part so that it doesn't bulge so much for my zip, and I took that out. Just pay attention to your screen. Then on the waist part, I came up by ½ inch to take out our zip bulge. Remember that this is a dress. We'll be joining it to the skirt part. So please pay attention to all this contouring so that your own dress will be able to come out very nice. So this is me cutting out the 1 inch, and then I also went ahead to take out the ½ inch. You can see the way I connected it. So right now, this is my back pattern. I hope you were able to follow up with this particular pattern, and if you did not, please go back and rewatch so you can be able to understand everything. So you can see my front pattern, my front yoke, my back yoke, and right now let's move over to the skirt part. So for the skirt part of this dress, I folded my pattern paper into two, and I am now going to go ahead to minus my half length. My half length is 18. So I minused it, and then I marked the full length that I want for my dress. The full length I used for this dress is actually 36 inches. And if you want yours to be as short as the one on the thumbnail, you can use 32 or 34. I think 34 is okay. But mine, because I'll be wearing it on a day-to-day, I actually made it 36. So this is me telling you that yours can be 34. It can even be 32 if you are wearing it with a hose, right? So for me, I worked with 36 for the full length of the dress, and I also impute down my waist measurement. From my waist to my hip is 10 inches as a size 12. You can also use 10 inches for a size 10 and size 14, or for if it's a size 8, you can just come down by 9. And so many of you has been asking me, how can I know my size? We actually have a size chart. You can use the seller link on our bio to get your own size chart, or you can just use the WhatsApp link in the comments to reach me directly on WhatsApp, and I'll share our size chart with you. Mind you, it is not free. Then on my hip part, I did put down my hip measurement divided by 4, and I added extra 4 inches for ease. You know that exaggerated structured part? This is the part that you take note of that. You can decide whether you want yours to be so big. For mine, I just added extra 4 inches. You can add extra 5, extra 6, depending on how big you would like yours to be. And kindly note that you are not adding anything on your waist, right? Your waist is just exactly your waist, no extra allowance, because the waist of the dress is actually supposed to be cinched. Now, if you feel mine is not too exaggerated, you can try to add extra 5 to your own, extra 6, extra 7. So I just measured exactly the same thing I have on my hip and I did impute it on my full length. This is just going to serve as a guide to know where I will be able to mark my full length. But this is what I have to say on this part after making this dress. I am actually going to urge you to just take a very slanted, sharp line from your hip to the hemline. Mine is a little bit curved as you can see from this pattern paper, but I will urge you to just take a sharp line from the hip straight down, like a diagonal straight line, if you want yours to be very sharp. But for me, I am actually okay with the way mine came out, considering I would want to be wearing this dress on a day-to-day and it is not an occasional dress. I just hope you were able to get all these things that I am saying, please. And then for the hemline as well, I came up by 1.5 inches again, and I am just going to go ahead to cut that out. So please, just in case you didn't get everything I said, on the hip part, I first marked down my hip measurement and I added extra 4 inches for ease. If this 4 inches is not okay by you, you can decide to add extra. And from that hip line, I am going to urge you, this is just me showing you with my hand, that you can just take a straight line from that hip all the way down, like a straight diagonal line, right? A straight slanted line, a sharp line, so that the hemline of your skirt can be more sharp than my own. I hope you were able to understand what I mean. So right now, I'm just going to go ahead to now cut out that part out. So guys, our online classes are still ongoing. We have so many online classes. All you have to do is use the seller link on our bio to purchase it if you are from outside Nigeria. If you are from Nigeria, just click the WhatsApp link on the comment and it will bring you directly to my WhatsApp. Also, we have community of tailors. I'm going to leave all this link in the comments. All you have to do is just to click the link and it will bring you directly to my WhatsApp. And when you send a message on WhatsApp, please kindly endeavor to say what you are looking for. Don't just send hi or hello. Say something like, "Hi, my name is Stella and I'm here for the pricing formula and I'm here to join the WhatsApp community. It helps me to attend to you faster," right? So right now, I am now moving over to the back pattern and I went ahead to add extra 2 inches for my zip, because I am actually adding zip to this part of the dress. And for my zipper allowance, I used 2 inches, and on every other side, I'm just going to cut out the same thing, right? So this right here now is my back part, and I'll just label it as my zipper allowance, right? So you can see what I have. And you can see, okay, on the waist part as well, I came down by half inch because we are joining the up part and the back part. I now had to take out half inch so that my zip does not bulge at the back. And also please kindly note that we only did this on the back part as well, right? So I am going to go ahead to cut that out. Do not forget to do this so that you don't have any zip bulge when you are making your dress. So guys, this is where we are going to stop here because the video is already getting too long. Do you want to see the sewing tutorial? Please tell us in the comments that you are interested in the sewing tutorial. And if you also want to join our online class, click the seller link on our bio to see our online classes and all our digital products. And also to get our size chart, you can also click the WhatsApp link to join other tailors and reach me directly on WhatsApp. And until the next tutorial, My name is Tekla Ezugu. Registration into our physical classes is still ongoing. You can click the WhatsApp link to reach me directly on WhatsApp. And until the next tutorial, bye.